Okay, sir.
Okay. See, like it's okay if it's 21 scheme also. I think they will announce the dates later. So whatever the concepts I've thought, you can learn it. It won't be a waste because second and third module is same. Okay. The first is module one will be your classification of signals. This is just the basic signal processing because your 22 scheme people doesn't have the subject basic signal processing. All the five modules they have covered simple things, whatever it's required for five modules, not signals. What it's required, they have touched in your module one. So what is the first concept is the continuous time signal and a discrete time signal. So that will be your first topic. The second topic will be deterministic of random signals, even and odd signals, periodic and non-periodic signals, and energy and power signals. So this is your first classification of signals. So this is important question. For 5 marks or 8 marks, they will ask you write the classification of signals. So you are supposed to write five types. So what are those? Continuous time and discrete time, uh, random and even and odd signals, and periodic and non-periodic signals, and energy and power signals. So what is this continuous time signal? So we will call a signal as a continuous time signal whenever it will be having some boundary conditions. So whenever they give you some limits with integration involved in it. So that will be your continuous time signals. And in what happens in continuous signal is the amplitude of the signal varies according to the time. So this 2 points you're supposed to write in the examination and show one graph for a continuous time signal. So whatever I'm telling, please follow it. In the same way, you have to write the theory question. Don't write something and come in the examination. Even if it's 8 marker, you have to follow 5 marker also. The set of protocols, rules, and regulations you have to follow. Then only you will get a complete 8 mark, whatever they have assigned for that question. You might think that I have written all correctly, but they have given 3 marks because even that 4 marks matters for your passing. Okay. So everything you have to be careful while writing. So don't be careless. So this rules and regulations I will be telling because it's very easy to pass. I don't know why you people are finding struggle because you are not following the correct methodology. This is the thing what you have to learn. So as is the first class, I'm telling you the things what you have to follow. Okay, so you have to maintain a proper notebook. So first, that's the basic thing what you have to do. 100 page or 200 page, you can maintain a 200 page notebook only because you can practice more number of sums after the class also. So and you have to write module one. So what are the important questions? Whatever thought today. So you have to write, practice, learn, practice the problems, learn the theory. If I told theory, you should learn because theory only 20-25 marks will come. So you can directly score 25 here only. So problems, at least if you do 3 to 4 correctly, you will pass the examination. Passing won't be an issue. Okay. So continuous, if you have any problems, queries, you can ask me directly so that I can come to know. So module one is very easy. So you can easily score 20 out of 20 if you know the things properly. See, according to the syllabus, please do learn. If I thought extra also, like you can omit that and you learn according to the syllabus, whatever they have mentioned and prescribed textbook. So what this sine wave, cos wave, and all will be your continuous time signal. Even your exponential thing also will be your continuous signal. So what is this discrete time signal? So discrete time signals are defined by only the discrete values of time, and these values need to be equidistant, but in practice they are usually taken and they are equally spaced. See, discrete time signal andre for every instant of time there will be a changing of values based on the given condition you give. So for one it will be different, and you don't expect any 1.5, 2.5 and all. It will be a discrete one only if you specify that it's a decimal, then you can do. But for one particular instant you will be finding only one value in it, so that is called as the discrete time signal. So I know in basics, okay, I will teach you. See, if this is a sequence in a discrete time signal, are you able to follow everyone? Anyone feeling difficulty as of now? Parthu, Tilak.
No, sir.
So, see, if they have given you the signal like this and they have indicated the arrow mark 4 like this. So what you will do? So whichever the arrow mark that is indicated, that position is called 0. So in which position the arrow mark is present, that number will, the n value of that number will be 0. The left towards, whatever the numbers which are left towards it will be negative. So it will be -1, -2, -3 like that. Whatever the values which are opposite, like after the arrow will be positive. So this you should know. So see, at 3 means it's -1. So this table you have to write. If they give you the signal, or else if they give you the table, you are supposed to write the signal. At zeroth position, please like answer the question. At zeroth position, what it is there? What number you can see? See, you have to be interactive in the class, then only you will learn.
4.
Everyone should be
4, sir.
interactive. Okay, 0, 4 is there. So at -1, what number? So left you have to go -1, -2,
3.
-3. So like this you have
3,
to
3.
write. Like, okay, did everyone understood? Can you write if I give any signal, the graph and the tabular column? Can you? Are you able to write?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this will be your another condition. So next kind how they can ask you in the examination will be x of n is 1, 0 lesser than or equivalent to n, lesser than or equivalent to 5. So this condition what? So it will be equal to 1 if it is ranging from 0 to 5. So from 0 to 5, it will be 1. For any other value other than 0, what it will be? It will be 0. So this graph you can plot. Okay, 0 means you see, 0 means you indicate like this. Just a dark dot. That's it. That will be sufficient for 0. They will ask problems. I'm not teaching simply. See, anything teaching for you is not simply whatever I have taught, you have to learn. So, first concept continuous and discrete. Continuous, you don't get any problem. Discrete, they will ask you the problems. So, you have to draw the graphical thing. See, whenever you are drawing a graph, use a proper scale and use proper pen and draw correctly legibly and mark x-axis. So always upper will be x of n and in this it will be n. So this will be your way of representation. So you see the next concept. See, if they have not mentioned anything anything arrow and all, the first position only is considered as 0. The first position is only considered as 0. So this thing you have to remember. So if they have not mentioned anything about 0, the first position is only 0, and towards the right it will be positive, and towards the left it will be negative. So these things you have to remember. So this completes the continuous time signal and the discrete time signal. So next comes the random signals. What is this? A deterministic signal. So it is a signal that about which there is no uncertainty with respect to value of in at any time. So what is this deterministic signal, Andre? So whenever you plot or do a analysis, you don't feel any uncertainty. So that you will be calling it as a deterministic signal. So you will be taking a random signal for it. Okay. So a deterministic signal can be represented by a mathematical equations, and it can be having, see, I can take x of t is equal to a sine omega t. X of t is equal to a cos omega t. So this will be having, so for everything you will be having no uncertainty. So if you think that it's correct, it will be correct. So that is called as the random deterministic of random signals. So next, a random signal has same degree of uncertainty before it actually occurs. That means random signals cannot be defined by some mathematical expression. Thus, the value of random signal is not predefined, or it is cannot be calculated from the previous values of the signal. So you can't predict the temperature, right? So you can see in Bangalore, if today it's raining, tomorrow it will be heavy sunny. So you can't predict the temperature. So that will be a variable. So that those and all are the deterministic signals. E power minus n, you can think it is also a deterministic signal. So in the next concept will be your even and odd signals. So this is very important. Even problems arise. So I don't know in how much of basic signal processing is involved in your module 1. So I already shared the notes, this videos for part 2, or the like later I will share to your class also. Like if you for if you are supposed to follow 22 scheme, I've already taught third module signals correctly. So you can watch those classes. So whichever the notes have here, I will explain. But even you can practice more problems. See, DSP and all, you have to practice more and more problems. There is no theory. So you can't expect the paper to be easy. It will be always tough. So you have to read all the 5 modules, at least the important topics and important problems which they ask you, and you should be in a position to do at least 4 to 5 problems correctly out of those problems. Then only you will pass. So don't think I will do to read only theory and I will pass off. That attitude please leave if you have now. So the next, a signal x of t or x of n is said to be an even signal if it satisfies the condition x of minus t is equivalent to x of t for all the values of t, and x of minus n should be equivalent to x of n for all the values of n. So a signal x of t or x of n is said to be an odd signal if it satisfies, ulta you write, x of minus t is equal to minus x of t, and x of minus n is equal to minus x of n. So the graphs they will see. So cos of omega t is a even signal, and sine of omega t is an even signal. Again, I no need to explain this one. Okay. And this cause and sine I have already explained you. So how the graph looks, and you have already learned in your trigonometry. This is a theory question I am teaching you. Problems you have not still entered. So I taught you the basic elementary problems. If I go so slowly, we can't cover the syllabus on time. So you have to cooperate. You have to, like, whichever important is there. I am teaching you very slowly. So the thought concepts again and again, I can't teach, repeat. So any which ways recording will be shared. You have to watch, repeat it again so that it will be helpful. Because I have to cover all the five modules in just 20 days, 20 or 25 days. So like why didn't I took before only, you might be asking, because you won't get seriousness. So if exam is near only, you will get the seriousness, because even I was taking for seventh sem classes and electromagnetics and all, so I didn't took. Okay, so now you will be having seriousness because examination date, so you will be learning. Okay, so on that, if I teach you some concepts, you will practice that. So if the examination is 2 months, oh, 2 months alva, early ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ you will think. But now it's just 20 days, no? So you will be getting seriousness. But see, if you get seriousness one day before the examination, you can't pass DSP. I'm telling you, one day before, oh, ನಾಳೆ 2:30ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ DSP. ಓ ಇವಾಗ ಎತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬುಕ್ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫೇಲ್. If you have not, you have to do lot of practice to pass only this subject. So I'm not frightening you, it's the actual fact, and you will be also knowing it already. So x of decomposition signal. So what is this decomposition of a signal? Decomposition of a signal means you have to do that signal split by split, and you have to arrange it so that ಒನ್ ಡಿಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? ಪ್ರಾತು
हाँ सर.
ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ನ ನೀವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಈವನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಡ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ನ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳೋದು, ಆಡ್ ನ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳೋದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈವನ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಇದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈವನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ, ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ?
Discrete sir.
Because for every value you will be having some instant of time. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ discretely you can find it out. So ಅದನ್ನು you can add it in your theory. So you write the equation and you write that things. Okay. So even signal ಗೆ formula x of c. This formulas you have to mention. So xc of n is equal to x of n plus x of minus n divided by 2. O of n is equal to x of n minus x of minus n divided by 2 for the odd signal. The next comes periodic and non-periodic signals. See, today your work is to learn this complete question, write and practice. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ನೋಡೋದಲ್ಲ. You have to write the practice. The first 7 or 8 pages, whatever, like 40 minutes I will take. So you have to write in practice, because the 8 marks they are asking in the examination for sure. So next comes periodic and non-periodic signals. So what is this periodic signals? So can anyone tell what's the definition of this one? 1 minute. Continuous time signal. Can anyone tell what's the difference between continuous time signal and a discrete time signal? Let me see how much you are learning. Be interactive.
The amplitude of the signal varies with continuous time.
With
Discrete.
respect to
with
Very
respect to
good, very good.
time.
Very good. In discrete time signal, what happens?
Discrete time.
Individual.
Okay, anyone tell. Later you can tell. Parthu tell first. Next Tilak let. In discrete time signal, what happens?
After each interval,
Yeah, in every
after
interval, for every interval of time, you will be having some
there will be
values at that
signals.
instant. So, Ali, you don't
Yes.
have more time signals, and you will be having only this decimal values until and unless you specify. So, adukku ಒಂದು example ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Continuous signal, what example you can give, Parthu? Your name is Parthu only, yeah?
Pratisha, sir. Pratisha.
Okay, but it's Parthu. Okay, Pratisha. Okay. Pratisha, what example can you give for a continuous time signal?
General laga, sir.
You can tell cos omega, sine, and all will be continuous.
Okay, sir.
In discrete,
Also,
you can give the example of this one. Some signal you write and plot that graph. That will be sufficient. So 4 marks they can ask you. The difference is 6 marks also. So any one they can ask. So only one not. So can Tilak tell me what is decomposition of a signal?
Sir, it will be varied, sir, by time and amplitude, the signal.
No, no, no. It's a okay. Can
split.
Pratisha tell?
It can split. The decomposition means the signal will split
Split into even and odd components. So even components
or,
you
or
can
it's
analyze.
even and odd components.
So, and you can write that formula and show. So, in examination, they will
Yes,
ask
sir.
you. So, even and odd component. Okay. Next comes the periodic signal. So,
Okay,
the
sir.
basic signal processing have thought so well. You can watch that videos. Pratisha, like, have you have that videos with you? Like, whatever I have shared you.
Yes, sir. I have that videos.
I will create a
Yes, sir.
Telegram group. Like you can share it tomorrow because for me here Wi-Fi connection is not there as of now. I'm staying in PG. Like I will
Okay,
need.
sir. I'll share.
Huh. A periodic signal is a signal which will be having that repetition for the amount of time, and that will be called as a periodic signal. So whenever you have that it will repeat. So ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು signal ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ that amplitude values will be repeating after certain amount of time. ಅದನ್ನ we will be calling it as a periodic signal. So example ನೋಡಿ. Whenever you take this example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So this signal, so ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋ pulse will go downwards and this signal is again repeating ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಇದನ್ನ periodic signal ಅಂತೀವಿ. So ಕಷ್ಟ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Only thing is you are not understanding the concept and you feel tough something. ಓ ಏನಿದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ದ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋಯ್ಯೋ ಹ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಂಡೋ ಬಾರ್ತ್ಲೆಟ್ ವಿಂಡೋ ಏನೇನೋ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ತಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀರ. ಸೊ ನೋ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ನಾನ್ ಬಂದೇ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹಂಗಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. You have to put your thing because you know how much marks you want and how much thing you have to study so that you get passed. I can help you like in important questions and problems, and moreover you are writing the examination on 24th or 30th, whatever the examination date you have. So for that you should also have put the same efforts whatever we have thought, more than that, not the thing. Because here I am seeing and I know the concept, but I'm teaching you. But there in your position, because you have only 3 hours of time, in that you have to manage everything, all the 5 modules. So, and problematic also you have to manage, theory also you should manage. So you have to think which to attempt first so that I can cover the passing marks. Later you think about scoring higher marks. First you think like ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು 2 ಪೇಜ್ 2.5 ಪೇಜ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಬರ್ದಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಆ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ವಿತ್ ಗುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನೀಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಂಗೆ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ 2 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಈಸಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ವೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್. ಸೊ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು x ಆಫ್ n is equal to small n plus n. So the fundamental angular frequency of x of n is given by x of n is equal to x of n plus n. So this will be your solid angle which will be measured by 2 pi by n. So this, the sine wave whatever you are representing, you will be representing in the form of a discrete time signal for your periodic signal. So that will be your periodic signal. So what is your non-periodic signal? So periodic signals is applied for only the continuous time signal. So what is this non-periodic signal which will not satisfy the property of x of t is equal to x of t plus t? That is called as a non-periodic signal. And this if it's not satisfying this condition, it is called as a non-periodic signal. So very easily you can write, no students. So the first one is periodic and the second one is non-periodic signal. So you have to write this definition and write the two conditions so that you get the complete marks and draw the graph of it. Okay. So now let's solve this problem. So x of n is equal to 1 by 5. Okay, as of now, let's stop today. So we will solve the problems on the types of signals and problems tomorrow. Okay.
Sir, same time also.
Same time only. 9 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Daily it will be 9 o'clock.
9 to 10, sir.
9 to 9:30, 9:40. That will be sufficient. This week I will complete module 1. So module 2, module 4 and 5 is easy, like it's completely theory.
The humming window.
Module 4 and 5 is Hamming window.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought according to 21 scheme, it's different. Okay, I will see. I will see the syllabus.
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ.
Okay.
syllabus already.
ಓಕೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. So I got the module 1 notes ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So module 1 I have shared the notes, like you can practice whatever thought till today. Saturday and Sunday I will take 1-2 sessions. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.